What I'd like to introduce today is something called ArcGIS Online. And when we do GeoDesign, one of the things we need is a substrate upon which to work. And we need some maps, we need some geographic data. We also need other things. We need a way to share not only our maps and our information, but also tools that we might use in the GeoDesign process. And what I'm going to do here this afternoon is take you for a quick tour of ArcGIS Online, and we'll begin with ArcGIS Online Maps. ArcGIS Online is a rich repository of worldwide data, which includes imagery, street maps, and topographic maps. Worldwide, it's 15-meter resolution minimum, and as we zoom into cities throughout the world, we'll see higher resolution imagery that's available. So there's about 2,000 of these worldwide cities and towns throughout the world for which high-resolution imagery is available. And here we are looking at London. And there's also other imagery available from leading imagery providers. And here we're looking at the Microsoft Bing aerials, which are quite nice. As you can see, we can zoom in and see quite a lot of detail. An excellent substrate for beginning our design work. Microsoft also provides the Bing hybrids, which include street names, which also provide additional context for us. So all of these are available through ArcGIS Online. Additionally, we have a detailed street coverage across Europe and in many other locations. And as we zoom in, we can even see building footprints appear that are part of this map set. We also have topo maps. As I zoom out, you'll see us cross several scale thresholds here. So these topo maps also represent a nice backdrop for doing our geodesign. Focusing now on the United States, we have 1 meter or better imagery across the entire United States. And the sources for these are from many different federal, state, and local government sources, such as the city of Salt Lake here, which has provided us imagery. Here the city of San Diego has provided us some imagery as well. And this imagery is also complemented by data from other providers. So very detailed imagery is available throughout the United States. We've also just finished up work on a new world street map, and I'm going to focus here on the United States. We provide 1 to 10,000 nationwide coverage with buildings at 1 to 5,000 scale in metro areas. For selected cities, and this is an ever-growing list of cities, we go down to 1 to 1,000 scale. So as I zoom in to Portland, you'll see us cross several scale thresholds. We see the building footprints, and we see even more detail. So again, very nice base maps. The World Topo Map is also something that we've been working on. Everybody is familiar with the standard USGS topo maps, and this topo map is made from many of the same data sources and also other sources. So it's been compiled from the best available sources, such as the USGS, as well as Tele-Atlas, providing landmarks which have been incorporated into the map. And we've also worked with local GIS users to provide additional information like building footprints and LiDAR data. Here I've zoomed into the Rose Bowl in Pasadena, and you can see the high level of detail and also the terrain which this affords. And of course, we also have lots of detailed information for the Redlands campus. This is where we, of course, are right now, here located in the new building Q, our new landmark, if you will, on campus. So this topographic map also presents a nice framework for integrating other types of content. And we can do that by separating that topo map into its base map. You can see the cartography here is especially muted because it's meant as a base map upon which we're going to paint other layers. We have the top layer of this. You can think of this as a sandwich. So this is the other slice of bread. This is the reference layer. And in between, we can put our meat. This is the topic, the data that we're really interested in. And here I've added some of the demographic information, which we publish through ArcGIS Online. And again, it's multi-resolution data. And I can click on any of these polygons and retrieve specific information about, in this case, population change for this data source. So this is live data with lots more than just graphics. It has lots of information behind it. We're also working on a geology map, and I'll give you a little preview of what that might look like. And again, here, if I click on one of these polygons, I get additional information about the geology and also includes links to its source and other information. So you can see that ArcGIS Online really has quite a lot of rich content which we can begin to use. Now, the application that I've been presenting this to you in is called ArcGIS Explorer, and it's a free downloadable geo-browser that works with GIS data. And I'll use this to highlight some of the other ArcGIS Online capabilities as we go forward. So one of your questions might be, as a user, how do I find this content? Well, in Esri applications, the content is now built into the application itself. So here in Explorer, I can choose from the same base maps that I showcased earlier from the base map gallery. I can also add directly from ArcGIS Online, or you can open up any web browser and just enter arcgisonline.com. And here's where we can begin the search for the content that I'm looking for. So this is the main gateway page, and I can begin by typing in a keyword. And I'm typing in demographic. I'm looking for demographic data, and here's a list of things that have matched that keyword search. And I can look at these. I can click on them. I can get additional information. This is all authoritative data from authoritative sources. So one of the things I'm interested in is the metadata. What's the source? What's the update interval? What's the resolution? And I can look on that here. I can also preview the content by clicking the preview link, and here I have a little JavaScript application which allows me to preview the data so I can make decisions about it and decide if it's something I really want to use. Now, as we go back to the main list, we see there's a number of different choices here on the page. I can search for all content that matches. I can search just for maps. I can search just for layers, or I can search for services. These are web services which I might bring into a web app. Or I can look for tools. And currently there's no tools that match the keyword demographic, but we'll look at another example in just a moment.